Okay, here we're on question 16, and this is a fantastic question because what it does is it begins to draw together lots of elements of maths, so we're really testing our understanding within some quite simple and basic concepts. We're given a trapezium with all of its dimensions mentioned algebraically, and we're also given a rectangle likewise with algebra as its dimensions. It says the dimensions are in centimetres, and it says the two shapes have the same perimeter. So we can say in a minute that the perimeter of this shape is going to equal the perimeter of this shape. It then asks us to work out the length of ST, so this dimension here, 5x plus 5. So the first thing we need to do is we need to think about this concept of perimeter, and we know that perimeter is found by the addition of all of the sides. So if we start with the trapezium, that gives us 5x plus 7x minus 2 plus 5x plus 9x minus 2. We also know that the two shapes have the same perimeter, so we know that all of that is going to be equal to the perimeter of the rectangle, which is going to be 5x plus 5 plus 4x plus, here we've got another 5x plus 5 because it's the parallel side here for this one, plus another 4x for side SV here. Let's tidy this up a little because that looks very complicated at the moment. So on the left hand side, all of my x's, I've got 5x plus another 7x, so that's 12x, plus another 5x, that takes me to 17x, plus 9x, well that takes me to 26x, and then separately the numbers, minus 2 minus another 2 is minus 4, so we have a simplified expression for the trapezium's perimeter, and that's going to be equal to 5x plus 4x is 9, plus 5x is 14, plus 4x is 18x, and then the numbers, plus 5 plus another 5 is plus 10. So we've turned the expression for the perimeter of the trapezium and the expression for the perimeter of the rectangle into an equation, and we can now use our balancing method to solve this so we can find the value of x. First thing I'm going to do is make sure the x's are just on one side of the equation, and because there's already more of them on the left I'm going to leave them there, so I'm going to subtract these 18x's. I'm going to do it to both sides to keep the equation balanced and in equilibrium, so my new sentence is now going to say 26x's, take away 18x's, leave me 8x. I haven't yet done anything with this subtract 4, and on the right hand side I'm left with positive 10. We're now going to start the whole process again. It's just a little more simple now. We need to get rid of this negative 4, so we're going to have to add 4 to both sides, giving us now 8x is equal to 14, and then we're going to finish off to find x by dividing by 8, and we're going to do that on both sides. So we end up with x is equal to 14 over 8, which is perfectly acceptable to leave, but I'm going to turn this into a more simplified version. So 14 divided by 8 is 1 whole 1 with 6/8 left, or if I simplify that further, 1 3/4. We're not quite finished yet, because if we go back up to the question it says work out the length of ST, and we know at the beginning ST was given with the dimension 5x plus 5. So we've now got over here, we've got 5x plus 5, but our x is going to now be substituted with our value we've just found as 1 3/4. So 5 lots of 1 3/4 plus 5. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 lots of 3/4 is 15 quarters plus 5. So we can do our 5 add 5, which will give us 10 and 15 quarters. Let's tidy that up though. So if we've got 15 quarters, we know we're going to be able to make 3 whole ones from that, plus the 10 that we've got is 13, and we're going to have 3/4 left over. So 13 and 3/4, or if you wanted to put that as a decimal, 13.75.